This message is direct, and I hope it does reach directly, and that you'll be read by Harry Riley. It is an absolute route to success for what you want to accomplish, in case you have any troubles with the march you intend to perform. As a backup, I want to offer you this. And as an old man of almost 80, a veteran too, a service-connected disabled veteran, I hope you receive this, and I hope you will listen to it. I've typed it out so that I can read it to you directly without faltering, as an old man might, without his notes in front of him. This is information that you may not be aware of, but could use to accomplish your goals in a completely legal way. Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution provides two ways, not one, but two ways by which amendments to the Constitution can be made. One way, the completely known way, is through a majority vote by Congress. The second way is by the various states themselves, when 2/3 of the states, that would be currently 34 states, call for and agree upon a constitutional conference for the passage of an amendment. When done that way, the states can demand the Congress to hold a constitutional conference with the states on any amendment brought forth by the states in that conference. They, the states, do not then have to petition Congress for approval of the amendment. By Article 5 of the Constitution, any amendment brought thus forth by the states must be passed, whether Congress would approve it or not. The Congress must abide to any amendment brought forth, no matter what that amendment might be. It could be to eliminate the Federal Reserve. It could be to shut down the Department of Energy, the Department of Education, and so forth. It could be It could even be to completely change or even eliminate the Constitution itself. It could be to completely eliminate the total federal government and institute a totally new form of government. For example, to return to a confederacy of completely independent but cooperative states, as was done before the 1779 drafting and passage of the Constitution, as like we were before the Revolutionary War. Very recently, and I got this from some other people's notes, very recently Michigan became the 34th state to sign on with 30 other states to bring forth a constitutional conference, and, as said above, on an amendment that would become law without any required approval by Congress. That amendment concerns a demand for a balanced budget. Your goal is a little different. In this case, some of the states have signed on for this constitutional conference, then rescinded from their participation, and have reapplied to sign on again, wherein is currently some legal debate going on as to whether a state can sign on rescind, and then sign on again. So we want to be sure that if we can get the states together to sign on to an amendment, that we all stick with it. So the legal argument now is whether they can be counted in the 34 state requirement, but let that rest for the moment. What remains open is for any other amendment to be brought forth. Thus, the way is there for any change in our current federal government that you, in your group or organization within your state, might care to consider. All it would take would be for you to draft the amendment, have your legislature approve it, depending what state you happen to be doing this in, then petition the remaining states, at least 33 more of them, to join with you. For example, to eliminate the Department of Homeland Security and or more or other. For example, to eliminate, the IRS. And did you know that there is no legality in place, even now, for the IRS? Few people know this, but it was never ratified by the required number of states, yet it operates illegally while being used to fund the Federal Reserve, which itself is not even a federal department, but rather a privately operated one through the betterment of the governing elite that run government, our government, today. It was Wilson's biggest blunder, as he himself admitted. Well, in short, I would be suggesting to you that to require your own goals of freedoms in America, that the long-range goal of security within that goal, even if you reach them, would be the absolute must of eliminating the danger of how that freedom will otherwise be overtaken again by the current NWO, or New World Order, of the UN, its Agenda 21, and the current puppet government of the United States, which is being used as the main catalyst in our current threat and conditions. I find any lesser goal or goals, whether achieved or not, to become otherwise short-lived. Thank you for that. Now, in the last note that I have that I'd like to offer to you, there is the danger, as others have said, of, let's call your goal the good guys and the government and their cronies the bad guys, to make this simple. If the bad guys wish to put a black ball on you, on your goals, they can create with the public that you are a satanic movement, and of course get the public against you that way. So one suggestion that I would add to your goal, the things you want to do, is to implement a prayer group. Organize a prayer group within your movement, and they will not then be able to label you as a satanic movement. My last suggestion and hope would be that we get God back on the map of America. Get God back on the U.S. map, as he was earlier. Well, there's your power. There was your power then, there was your power in ages past, and there is your power now, to get God back on the map. And again, to organize a prayer group. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I hope this helps. I congratulate you for your movement. Like I said, I'm a veteran, over 10 years, Army and Marines, of what we used to call Uncle Sam's Orphanage. But anyway, I do congratulate you. I do wish you the best, and I do hope you'll take these notes into heed. and thank you. Thank you.